finally got these here clamp the quick connect things, a Napa Solutions brand and a Dorman brand. So I don't know if that matters at all. But then I remembered my box. I found it. It was over there. I thought for a second, I was like, oh crap, where'd I put those? But I remembered. So thank you all for your support. So I'm going to pull the fuel line off. And while I'm in here, I'm going to douse the injector area, clean it all off, pull the injectors without breaking all the clips, hopefully. Put in my new upgraded injectors real quick, put in my new fuel line real quick, and go to bed, because it's kind of late. But that's the hope. We'll see how it goes. I think first I'm going to double check that these actually quick connect in here. They say fits Chrysler 4 GM, and this would be a Chrysler, so hopefully it works. Got the injector clips off, broke a few of the little like lock tabs on, but not the like actual clippies, so that's something. Doused down what I could. I'm trying to take this fuel line off. I'm 90% sure this is right. There's a bunch of these little different sizes. This is the right size. You stick it in there, and you got to push the little tabs in to release it. But I think because it's kind of rusty, it's stuck. But once I get that out, pull the rest of this stuff, clean out the rest of the injector spots, and then making some progress. It's getting a little stuck on this here little quick disconnect thingy, but well, I got that fitting off there, and the one off down below was the same kind of guy. So then this was up here, and then this is my repair, which I'm gonna save this hard line because it's still holding up just in case. And this was what was down below, and you can see those tabs, those little, I think they're called shark bites. At least they are in the house fittings, but that's what I was pushing in, those little teeth, to get it to come off that rib there. You can see the rib kind of in the middle right there. So those teeth were wrapped around there. So I'm gonna save this for a rainy day, and got this throttle stuff off of the way here. Just pull out this foil. Now I'm gonna clean up these injectors in the middle more, and then pull this out, clean them out, plop the new ones in, build my new fuel line, put it all back together. Easy peasy. Alright, got the fuel rail out, popped off 3 and 3. The ones that came out look pretty carboned up. But we'll see. So it looks like it's kind of crusty down those holes. A little blurry, sorry. So I'm gonna pull those out, clean them up a little bit, and get it dropped back in with the new ones. Alright, got those all cleaned out pretty good. Got all the carbon bits out of there, and I'm gonna clean out the fuel rail and put it all back together. Do a little, yeah. All right, this is the new upgraded, I think these are Remand, but you probably might be able to see it, but they're a 4 port in the tip there. There's 4 little holes instead of just 1. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. So there's 4 little spritzer holes instead of Probably can see it, but there's just one in those. These last two are a little rusty on the tips, so they weren't going in very good. So I ran some what's that stuff called? Sandpaper around there, reaming out a little bit. Just got that one in, and this one I'm gonna do a little bit more. All right, got the fuel rail back on, the injectors all in, all plugged back in. I need to put these throttle cables back on real quick, and then now I just gotta build the fuel line. Yeah, I think it's it. Pretty close. Okay, got the fuel line on, got it routed down, got it pulled off of things to hopefully not cause any problems. Got it connected down below, so we're gonna start it up, see what it leaves. All right, we're back up. Dry. Injectors look fine. No big drips below. Well, it's running great. I think it feels peppier than before, which allegedly it's supposed to with more injector ports. Very rainy out though. But yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, I'll double check that fuel line when I get home and make sure that that's not leaking. And see, the one that I got was a low pressure line. The guy on the YouTube said I think he said he got a regular low pressure, cheaper line from the parts store, and then the heat in the engine bay messed it up after a year or something. So he ended up getting like a high pressure poly wrap one. So I'll probably order some of that online and replace that here one of these months. But we'll see how it holds up. And I'm sure this is a very interesting dialogue of me talking in the dark. Yeah, still driving. Very windy, trying to blow the hood off. But I don't see anything leaking. The hose looks good, injectors all look dry, so I think that's a win for tonight. Well, after a day of driving the new fuel lines and injectors, Jeep's still running good. I think better than ever? Question mark. It's a little hard to tell, but it seems like it's running good. I'm gonna save this here hardline though with my sweet JB Weld fix, because this was still holding up. So if that fails, I would have this back in a pinch, because this still works. So I'm gonna label it and put it somewhere where I can find it. I think back over on that shelf over there where those other lines are. I'm gonna figure out organization. I'm debating between, I have very little organization here currently, debating between like categorizing things, so like fuel lines, and then labeling this is a Jeep fuel line, this is generic fuel lines, or you do like slots for vehicle specific thing. It might make sense to do some of both. I don't know. I have no organization, but it would be nice to have some. It'd be nice to have it done and have like infrastructure for all the things and parts for all the things. Also be convenient. One day. I went to a very helpful place on my way home from work, and they did not have brand, which I think was DAP brand, that I've been used to using for the glue, but this here Gorilla Glue, waterproof caulk and seal, 100% silicone, window, door, kitchen, bath, great for kitchen, bath, window, plumbing, gutters, auto, marine, and more. So that seems like the exact same stuff as what the automotive version of the aquarium glue I was using for. So I'm gonna do the top outside of the gasket and sides and the rest of this bottom with this stuff, and we'll see if it does better or worse. If that all starts leaking, then this is a bad product. Definitely not the fault of the rusty vehicle or my application. Oh, I also got some more magic juice because not nearly enough. So I have like a half a quart, I think, still I can put in the oil. juice it up. I think I'm gonna pop these clips the rest of the way out on the sides because I can take the ones off the bottom, but not off the rest of it. That way I can get in there, clean it, glue it. All right, well, let's see how this stuff goes. I'm gonna wear some gloves because this stuff's nasty to get on your hands. Sounds like the application's exactly the same, so get in the cracks now that they're cleaned out and I got all the clippies out of the way. So let's see if I can squeeze it on in there. Well, I got all the way along. You can see the stuff I did day for yesterday and the stuff I did today. Kind of ran a spoon through the channel to smooth it out, so that kind of smeared it out a lot more. But that one tube got me from there all the way up around and all the way down. So just barely, but that's all sealed, question mark. This button doesn't look so good. Maybe I'll come back and play with this a little bit. Anyway, this button should be about better. So I was looking at how to take this off to get at this seam under here. Which it looks like there are a few bolts along here. And there's a couple up underneath. So I think I might pull that off, see if I can get that off easily. And look under there, because I think that might be a leaky spot. Maybe. And maybe on the other side too. Because there was puddle in the floor, which could be coming through the windshield, or it could also be coming through that crack and down. Well, it was easy enough to get these top ones out. And there's two that are down here, and that one, backside here, is just spinning and knocking rust out the bottom. But I can move the whole thing out enough to see down here. See that seam? See like the frame back in there. See some stuff, so that's kind of fun. Which I think, this is good, interesting data to know that is the whole panel, which I mean, I could have known looking at it, but just thinking about it more, because that all bottom is all rusty. So if I wanted to do like some bigger fender flares, you know, that would be interesting to meddle with that and, you know, trim it there or something. So cleaning this off, a bunch of the glue, I guess it was, stuff popped off. So clean that all up. And I think I kind of wetted it down, so I want to let it dry a little bit. But I think I'm gonna come back to this, our fun little putty stuff, and mush it along this crack, because it was like globbed on. It's you know, kind of putty similar. I think it was more rubbery, tarry stuff, but I think that might be what I go with. Also, that's the tire right under there, so that's kind of fun too. Chop it out, big old tires. No, I'm just kidding. But I think I'm gonna go back to my JB Weld. In the meantime, though, this needs a little bit more seal in there, so I'm gonna stick another chunk of that. I also really want to find that lock nut tool too, so I'm gonna clean out the trunk a little bit more and see if I can find it tucked in one of the side pockets or something. It'd be annoying to have to go buy that. I can find it. I think I found what it was on the interwebs, but it should be here, right? Well, still no socket, but I did find this here. I think it's an AC hose, which actually looks new-ish, other than the fact that it's rusty from sitting in there getting wet. I think it was down in the bottom of that. There's a little hole there for the fender, and then this hole in the fender had here tire iron, so that's good to have, but no nut. I don't know where the spare tire is supposed to be. I guess probably here. Well, this may have been a bad idea. I don't know, but it sure looks nice and clean. I'll clean up that crack all stuck on there, and seems to me like that would seal up any water getting in there that was maybe, and doing whatever that tar stuff was supposed to. I don't know if that was a sealant or like a glue, like a, I don't know, a little extra something to keep it from rattling, but that's all back covered up. Hopefully I don't need to get that apart ever.